Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kill Beat Strategy. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to be playing a game of fixed capitals, my friends. Fixed capitals allows us to have a longer, more relaxed conversation. And my chat has already started it up with some good ones. So, gun to my head, who would I choose to run Canada? And it can't be me or Kilted. I mean, who's the smartest guy I know, right? Who's the most ethical guy I know? Would you agree to be picked in a random leader system? No, I don't think that would produce quality. If the hope is to produce quality leadership, then the idea would be how would you actually select for that? Let's start with that. Let's design a system. All of us together. Let's design a system right now and say, do we pick China here? I think we do pick China. Let's design a system together that says, what are the bona fide criteria for leadership, if any, and how would you select for them? I think that's a very important question that isn't being asked. It's me, dude. Come on. Are you even Canadian? Chairs, you're not Canadian. T-Swoop says, what? Thoughts on the new scans of the pyramids? This is news to me. Tell me there are new scans of the pyramids? What? I've never seen more sociopaths in my political science class. Moo says the cow is the 2% rise up. You know what? Nothing would make me happier, Moo, than to see more ladies in the risk community. Absolutely nothing would make me happier. So the fact that the risk audience for my channel is 98% male is the furthest thing away from what I would say it should be. And I'm just discussing what is. I try my best to have a fun and inclusive show for everybody. That is up there amongst my goals. There's no good reason why the difference should be so stark, in my opinion. So, Maddie wants to be Supreme Leader. I'd vote for you, Maddie. I would. I think you should do a better job. My vote goes to the aliens. Can you show off the screenwriting and recording tool? What would you like to see, Modest Wolf? What would you like to see? Would you like to see a big happy face? There, that's my happy face. Hold on. We got to play a turn. Okay, so Classic Capitals. Does Red want to slam me? Is Red going for the schmecker we knew? Show you guys the settings. This is Progressive Capitals on Classic. Auto 60 with a neutral bot. Balance split dice lines are on. Fog blizzard portals are off. The stream has never passed the Bechtel test now. What do you think? Jackie says, what do you think is going to happen to society with the explosion of dead each year? I think we're going to slowly transition to a more unequal world, right? Gradually slide towards the super rich owning pretty much everything and everyone else owning almost nothing. You like these settings, Kristen? I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. %98 of your risk chat is subscribed to your OnlyFans. I wish I had an OnlyFans, Timogen. I feel like it would undermine my credibility if you could, at the click of a mouse, look at pictures of my weenor. What do these settings make for a way longer game with fixed cards? So fixed classic is stable with multiple players. It requires kind of more courage. It's safer. You can almost for sure get second by doing almost nothing. But broadcasts with classic is entirely dependent on people making errors. So these are skillful settings in a kind of bit of a hidden way. Moo converted a prime to a tier 1 sub. Thank you, Moo. Thank you. Speaking of OnlyFans, why are we speaking of OnlyFans? Why are we speaking of that? Should do intermediate plus fixed classic caps. Yeah, you guys want to sit watching me not fire a lobby forever? Sure. Good players don't play that shit, man. Do you play that in Visional? Or are you just like grasping at straw? Oh, fuck. With the 5 gifted dude, thank you so much. Jeez. Appreciate the generosity. This is the rise up, huh? You have to be naked on your OnlyFans. Couldn't you do your regular show on there? I don't know what I could do. I don't even know why we're talking about it. These settings are who suicides into who settings? Perhaps. I feel like they provide me with a certain opportunity that I don't really get otherwise. Oh no, white and purple. Yes, white and purple have created a wonderful situation in South America. RJ wants Sinatra. All right. I gotcha. Black would like to tell me what to do. I don't even know how I attack pink. What are you talking about? You don't have to be naked. No, of course not. So what you're saying is me having OnlyFans wouldn't undermine my credibility. What's the long-term plan with this cap? Okay, so the way these settings work is simple, and we'll go over it basically, is players will suicide into each other. You can almost never kill players for value, except for a brief moment in the game during the second to like fourth sequence of trades. But the way you actually progress the game is by card blocking. So my capital is a good capital because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Currently, none of them have been taken. That's more than a full set. It's going to be real tough for any players to card block me. However, we have a situation here. We have an infinite trading pocket between purple and white. So if purple and white are friendly, they can go first and second. They can block the entire board by trading with each other behind their caps. However, they probably aren't friendly because purple immediately neighbor capped white. So I'm going to say that purple is antagonistic. We also have this situation, which is very interesting. Normally, you would see the black player who goes for the Australia cap take it right away, but he hasn't. So why not do your regular show on OnlyFans? I don't know. If there was a reason to do that, I feel like Drew would have told me. He wants me to roll down my 4. I don't give a fuck what he wants. Drip P says, I love when people tell you to orchestrate a physically impossible attack on someone. No, but now I understand at least that is the most charitable explanation, is that Black was asking me to hit the magenta 4. I like that. That makes sense. I used to watch a streamer who made an OnlyFans for her dogs. Wow. Did she make a lot of money? Sage Cave says the OnlyFans would raise female viewership. Why do you say? I don't know that that's true. She isn't a streamer anymore, so maybe. I made my money. Will you do the karaoke push-ups after the game? I do the karaoke at the end of the stream. I'm happy to do push-ups whenever. Skeleton Man says, Pete, I joined a game earlier. I didn't realize it was true random. I lost 11 troops on a 2 while attacking off my capture 1. It was so sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. True random will get ya. Pete's OnlyFans would just be a bunch of dudes making gay jokes. It's just wish fulfillment for them, RJ. It's just not RJ, chair. It's just wish fulfillment for them. I never play TR if I can help it. I like TR. I've made my peace with just randomly losing shit, though. Deadshot says, so if you make an OnlyFans with a cat cam and advertise it as a pussy cam for $2 a person. Oh, God. Pussy cam. Pete's pussy cam. Why is chat so horny tonight, folks? I didn't do it. I'm not responsible for this one. Don't blame me. Oh, yeah. I've lost games because of True Random before. One of my favorite game losses in recent memory of TR was I took a triple negative on a cap, which rarely happens, but does happen, right? And it will lose you games in TR, especially when you need that hit to fucking land. And then I have the fucking peanut gallery of Morris, no, you actually lost this game because of this, that, or the other reason. I'm like, yeah, well, chances are you don't know what you're talking about, though. Chances are I lost the game for the reason I said I lost the game. And oh no, Black, no. Black isn't happy about this. I did not like it. I just bring it out of people? The horniness. Poor old Blackie. See, Red's cap now has no cap cards. So Red's going to be real easy to card block. Change Fridays to Flex Fridays where you go shirtless covered in oil. You guys don't want to see that. I am so fat. Fat man. Hey, Zorro. Yeah, Red takes his cap cards for no reason. Poor fella. More to love. Oh, baby. Leave a 6 there. He's going to hit it. You know he is. You know he's going to hit it, Black. The streets are saying dad bods are in? Yeah, no streets I want to hang out on. It's not an issue of shame. It's just a statement of fact. Okay. Purple quit the game. Oh, wow. Burpee. Purpolius. All right, we lost Burpee. This is why I have neutral bot A, guys. It's not only about the suicides, it's also about the bot outs. And the bot outs do not benefit you on these settings. The bot outs. Why did he quit? Because he didn't want to play anymore. Yes, he did. Forgive Jalen. Peanut back. What was your explanation on not playing tournaments on a high level? Oh, because I can't get a real game anymore. It's over. Haven't you? Did you see the last 6 months of my fucking tournament career? It's just a bunch of people suiciding into me. Good people suiciding into me because they thought it was a good play. Bad people suiciding into me because they don't know how to play. Targeting because there's fucking people who just want to snipe me. There's all sorts of reasons why people would do that. I totally get it. But if people don't watch it on YouTube, then I can't afford to make it. You know, my time is limited. Good work, Black. Use a left-handed mouse now. The camera is flipped. This is my left. This is the left side of my face. This is my left hand. Dude. Hey, Sam. What's cracking? How you been? Makes my brain do flips. Get ready. We're gonna wreck your brain now. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. That would also wreck your brain. To be fair, we're gonna do it this way. All right. If you guys remember, those of you who've been watching the show for quite some time, I used to shoot it like this. Until someone on YouTube said to me, you know, Pete, if you mirrored the camera, it would look like you were looking at the game. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I just shot it like this because this is, right? This is my left hand. Right? I'm facing the screen. The camera is here. Right? Doesn't it throw you off? Put back on your good side? All right, I'll switch it back. It really does throw you off, though. Like, this is a much nicer shot because it does look like I'm involved in the game. Okay, you can stop facing that way now. I know, it's upsetting. It's bothering people, huh? That's how I started watching you, and yes, the mirror camera makes my brain confused. You've been watching that long, eh? All right, how do we feel about this? We're just going to play like this now. Do we like this or no? Thumbs up? Thumbs down. Thumbs up? Perfect. Honestly, better. It feels like when people look at your forehead instead of making eye contact. Creston says, fun fact, most people don't like how they look in photos as much as they like how they look in the mirror because they're used to seeing their face mirrored. That makes sense. I'm going to play in the GM tournament. I don't know that I play in another tournament. Okay, we've lost Magenta. I don't know that we play in another tournament unless we're going to be directly sponsored to do so, right? As I said, it's going to cost me time shooting a video I'm not going to be able to publish, right? The tournament videos do not do well anymore. So, right, what am I spending my time doing? Now, if someone wants to, actually offset that cost, which is a lot of money, and I'm certainly not asking for it, then I can be convinced to compete again. Probably an infinite trade with black. Where? I need to set up a pocket, right? I need to get into here. We're not quite there yet. Are you in the Game Gear Seed? Oh, no. Which one are you? Are you still here? Is that why you bought it? Are you one of the players who bought it? It's okay. I hide the lobby, right? So you were paying. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for buying. If you had said something, I would have happily bought it as well, right? I don't really have any stakes in this game. Could always just shoot another one. But I appreciate that. Thank you. We're just trying to make a fun show we're trying to make a fun and fair show for everyone. And we're not cheating at risk, because that would be dumb. We don't want to be cheating at risk. More me. I don't want to be cheating at risk. Right? Because if I'm cheating at risk, that is just a really, really dumb idea. Considering. Your favorite type of time travel? Multiverse, butterfly effect, trade cars, or collapsing? Oh, man. You know more about time travel than I do. Well, okay. Describe train cars. Like, what do you mean? Am I terrible? I would just close the stream and played it like normal. Well, so, okay. Is it cheating? Yeah, technically, in the sense that SMG's rules don't actually care if you use the external means of communication. They just care if you have it. So you think you would be able to play it normally, but you wouldn't because you would know it's me, right? So you'd be worrying about me, you'd be focusing on me the whole time. But I don't think you're terrible. I think people are going to do what they're going to do, right? I try not to send out any bad vibes to anybody for the decisions they make. Now, do I want to set here? Probably not. I'm okay. Thank you, Ace 88. Europe advanced. Well, I got most of Europe. Have you played on mobile? Yeah, I started in mobile. Absolutely, I started on my phone. Yeah, it's tricky, right? I've looked up their rules just so I understand the letter of the law, and people often kind of misunderstand me when I talk about what's cheating, what isn't. It's like I'm never talking about cheating in Risk from an ought perspective. It's like I would design the rules differently, but I talk about what is because I've read the rules and I know what the rules are, and I can't afford to cheat at Risk because that would be dumb. Hey, Black doesn't have enough troops on their capital, which kind of bodes well long term. I'm getting the sense that Black is going to give me. He accidentally card skips here. Okay, gets it just in time. Can you promote the throwback gym tourney? Yes, absolutely. Is it up? Is the sign up open? Chad didn't ask me to do it. Is Chad here? Train cards means there's fixed events in history that no matter how many times people try and travel. Oh, that's so interesting. I think that might be true. Videos of streaming accidentally showing their cheating software is a wonderful YouTube rabbit hole. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Listen, I would do all sorts of things as long as they're illegal, right? This is kind of my philosophy is I want to play and win a game that's an actual win. If you don't win a fair game, you're just lying to yourself. This is why cheating at games is dumb. It takes less energy to learn how to play, at least for me, it takes less energy to learn how to play this game and get good at it than it does to cheat at it. It's easier for me to get better at Risk and win fairly and improve my skills. And then, side benefit, I'm also not lying to myself, which is not something I really want to be doing, frankly. Call me crazy. But you have integrity? I don't even think it's about integrity. It's about, it's logic. What is the reality of the situation? The reality of the situation is if you cheat to win, it's not a real win. So, what kind of story do I need to tell myself to pat myself on the back and be like, oh, good for you, Pete. You're so smart. And your pee-pee's so large that you can win at Risk. It's so fucking dumb. All right, we got a 3-card kill here. Good for Black. Can't afford to break the rules. The likelihood of SMG finding out and doing anything about it is more than likely 0. However, knowing your luck. Can you hear me now? Now you can hear me. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. We have a problem. We're back. Pro streamer. You're telling me, bro. I do this for a living. Carlos says, yo, Pete, so recently I played a 6-player Classic World match with 2-player, wanted no bonus game, acted like douches. 1 player myself became allies in the long run. We reached the 3-player scenario with one of the douchebags who botted like a bitch. So because of position, card, troop count, I had to turn on my buddy before the bot to win. What would you have done? I've been in that situation. It's a rough one, man. It's a rough one. How do I change the figure so I don't only see circles? Colorblind mode. It's not available in-game, right? It's one of the menus. It's one of the menu options outside of game. You can get different shapes. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, we got a question from Sage Cave. In light of technological dependence, social skills, mental health, where do you think this brings the younger generation? Very worrying or just a different way of life? Thank you for the bit, sir. One of the only constants in this world is change. So our technology kind of necessitates growth, change, progress, even if you want to use that word. As far as the younger generation, like, I do not envy people who grew up with the internet, in the sense that I at least got to live. I got to go through puberty. I got to be socialized more like my parents than like my children, right? I think the future is kind of being asked a lot. They're being asked to accelerate. The people of the future are being asked to accelerate their understanding of the complexity of the world. And the world becomes progressively more complicated, right? Complexity stacks on top of complexity. So I had to learn history. I had to learn about technology. I had to learn everything that came before me. And then over the course of my life, even more things came. So when I think about, like, my little nephew who's 9, how does he come to understand his context in the world, right? It becomes overwhelming for a child to parse their time and place. As far as worrying, I would say no more worrying than it needs to be. No more worrying than, say, 10,000 years ago, humans were worrying about starving to death and getting eaten by animals, right? And those are very real worries. Those are important worries. So it's like, complexity is its own thing. It's its own danger, for sure. But complexity isn't the end of the story. We have the ability to invent tools and use them to benefit ourselves, right? But I think at the root of the question is social skills, technological dependence, and mental health. So these, let's decouple these. As far as technological dependence goes, don't kid yourself. You're already a cyborg, right? You probably live in a home. You probably use a bathroom. You probably wear clothing. You probably eat food you didn't grow, right? So all of these things end up being, right? You are already fully dependent on technology for your life. Okay? Start with that one. And let's not kid ourselves about that. We are entirely dependent on an interconnected web of human technology. Social skills, that will change. What people value has changed, even in my life, and it will continue to do so. So where you choose to put your social energy is up to you. And the final piece, mental health, that's the trickiest one, because what you end up needing vis-a-vis your mental health is you end up needing to think about at some point, or have someone broach the topic with you, the idea that what did your brain, what did your body and what did your mind evolve to do? And how much of your time are you going to spend doing those things, right? We cannot just sit in front of a screen forever and expect to be healthy, well-adjusted people. You need to spend time walking around outside. I use the word need intentionally. That is a thing that you were designed to do. So, at some point, right, connect with nature. Connect with your being as a human. We evolved to be a conduit for this technology, right? We produce things that did not exist out of ideas in our head. It's a miracle, really. We connect with that infinite creative force, and we manifest things that only exist as ideas in our mind into reality. And we do that naturally. That is what we do as organisms. Humans were not meant to be doing what we're doing. It's horrible. I don't know if that's so true, right? My argument is that we are meant to invent, right? That is our niche as an organism, right? If you look at ecology, mind and invention is the human ecological niche, right? But bats hunt night-flying insects. Blue whales eat filter feed krill via baleen, right? Preston says we are meant to do whatever we end up doing. I agree. I think ultimately, we are the thing that we are the animal that bends its environment to suit us, right? So in so doing, that is the most natural thing we can do. Now, the reason it's horrible, like I would agree with you, there are very horrible things in the world, right? And we need to speak about them wisely, right? We need to connect with each other and say, these are not acceptable, right? People are suffering. What are we going to do about that? How are we going to show them love and care that they need? Long-tongued, welcome to the stream. Hey, Pete, what do you think about Friedrich Nietzsche idea of creating morality? Are morals completely objective, subjective, or a mix of both? If they are objective, why should we follow them? What are your thoughts? I'm a ethical relativist, generally speaking. I look at history and I say there has never been a time in human society where we ever could say, like, that was the most ethical society in history and all other societies are unethical, right? It seems far more likely that you are I think, this is now kind of my belief, I think that we are a vantage point, right? We are an observer, we are a perspective. And in so doing, we are the thing that forwards any sort of ethical valence to the world, right? We give it its meaning by virtue of our perspective. So right now, in today's world, we look at something like a human sacrifice as a moral crime, right? But the Aztecs looked at that as their highest virtue, right? There was nothing more noble than to sacrifice your child to, Quetzalcoatl so that the rain would come, which is just horrifying for us to think about. It's actually horrifying for us to think about. But that was normal to them. That was their everyday. And I walked up the steps of a Mayan pyramid and I looked at it and I said, yeah, that's crazy to me. But I can't go so far as to say that's objectively wrong, because they would say the exact same thing about us. All right, I will be right back. So red card blocked white, and the white slammed into black. That's fucking great. Negative 131. Yeah, it looks rough. Interesting situation. Hug Squo says morals are probably objective in the sense that just like our eyes, we wouldn't say the world around us is subjective. No, I disagree. I think the world around us is subjective, right? If you look at physics, you think of something like the observer effect. I don't think we as humans can actually connect with objective reality. I think we connect with something close to it. It might refer to objective reality, but I don't think it is equivalent to objective reality. Yo, Pete, play in the World Cup? Nah. The World Cup it would be the last of all of the competitions I would think about playing in fact. So the reason I quit Risk tournaments, we've discussed it a lot on the show, but the Risk World Cup I would absolutely never play in again because the last two World Cups the outcomes were decided by just random chance. Right? It wasn't even a real competition. So I don't waste my time on the illusion of competition. That doesn't. Like, wasn't it just a coin flip who won in the finals? Right? It didn't really. Black's back, baby. The structure of the World Cup was not a true competition, right? There was no merit involved in the outcome. People thought time was a made-up illusion until Einstein. I think the same thing will be discovered about morality in the future. Oh, interesting. Okay, white physics killed a red. Can you go pink into red here? Let's see. Depends on what red does. Okay, so now I have the pocket with red. Let's see if red gets it. Red's been playing super risky with a 24 cap. I'm wondering if he's any good. Yeah, he is good. He's just trolling. Good job, man. Let's see how this fucking shakes out then. Any chance of another Kill Pete Open? I think Kill Pete Open again has to happen in a way that is beneficial to the show. I need a way to make video on it. You think he's fist swapping black? Is that what you think? Hey, what's up, Taryn? Hello. Okay, we got a Star Trek question redeemed. We're going to the world of Star Trek. All right, Red Banner would like to know. You're Picard, and you've just picked up an injured Borg drone. Is his name Hugh? Or is it a fictional question? Take card and pass? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we win the game with this. We win the game with this instantly. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. No, we don't. Well played, Red. Did he get crazy good dice? All right, Star Trek question. The crew has figured a way to possibly deal a major blow to the Borg using this drone to upload a virus to the hive mind. However, this drone has regained his individuality. Is it, you know the episode? Yeah, his name was Hugh. Do you sacrifice the person in order to inflict the blow on the Borg? Yeah, 100%. I do what Picard did every time. Red went positive on my cap roll. Ah, good for him. He deserves to win this game. It's nice when the noobs win. It's nice. They deserve it. Kill pink. What's the set? Yeah, okay. Okay. So I do what Picard did. Picard is dealing with an existential threat, right? Ethics kind of go by the wayside when you're in a situation where it's life or death, right? The Borg obliterated Starfleet at Wolf 359. They destroyed everything. They destroyed the fleet. I can't afford to kill Magenta. So I can get them. So, okay, so here's the risk. I go for the Magenta cap, I get the cards, I guarantee a set next turn. However, if Red sets on 3, I die. I'm going to risk Red not setting on 3, I guess. If he sets on 3, I die. Let's see if Black can handle the betrayal. Simply envy. Pete, I need to keep my magic cards safe. They're currently stuck in Toronto. By safe, do you mean I now possess your magic cards? Or philosophy chat in Twitch just got really weird? Thoughts on Pascal's wager? What was Pascal's wager again? The thing about God? So you've heard, Poopface, you've heard my thoughts on Pascal's wager before, haven't you? My thoughts on Pascal's wager are this. Give me $5 and I will ensure that you get into heaven. That's my thought. I will ensure it. Look, it's just $5. What do you have to lose? $5 versus eternal damnation? I will ensure for $5. Give me $5 right now, and I will ensure you get into heaven. I'll take your $5 at any point in time. Just thank you. That's all I have to say about Pascal's wager. It's that simple. Seethix says, I remember the last time we talked about it that I gave you the $5 and I didn't get shit. That's not true. Are you dead or are we still having this? Jesus fucking Christ, Seethix. You're not dead yet, bro. Oh my God, he's fucking questioning me. I can't believe it. Can I pay in toonies? Yes, you can. Wait till you die at least before you give me a hard time about it. Wait till you die at least. I didn't get shit. One admission, please. I'll hold you to it. All right. Salsa's in. Who else is in? Salsa is in. See, this is 100% coming back to haunt me. No, RJ, because he's getting to fucking heaven. And you can too for the low, low price of $5. Come on. $5. You could afford, if you were going to buy Starbucks yesterday, it's going to save you for what, 30 seconds? It's going to save you for all eternity. You guys like my version of Pascal's wager? Have fun in hell, nerds. That's so funny. All right, Black's involving himself in this game. I like it. All Red had to do to win this game, so you guys know, was trade with me here, and Black would have been card blocked forever. He sends me a heart because he's going to sue me now. Yeah, whatever you say, Red. Either you're trolling or you're stupid, but either way, you and I had first and second. Now you get third. Stupid Red. The whey! He does the whey time. Let's go. Whoa, whoa. Well, Red's a dope. Hey, thanks, Blueface. Making it in 100 bits at a time. I'm always impressed how Pete can convince two players to hate each other. I don't think I did convince. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I convinced anyone. I think Red is... so Black's better than Red. But Black's like an intermediate and Red's like a straight novice, okay? So this is my read on the sitch. Black is playing like an intermediate and Red is playing like a novice. And I betrayed Black, but Red didn't have any idea that that was a betrayal. You think we're in cap run territory? Nah, not quite yet. Not quite yet. What was Red thinking? I don't think he was. I think Red was clicking buttons. Red's playing fixed world Dom, right? Players who are like really, really new to the game look at this as if it's fixed world Dom, and it is not. It is not fixed world Dom. Novice card blocking white like that. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's tough for me to say. I think he's a novice. I do, Open. I do. I think the card block was accidental. I think it was he's playing fixed world Dom. I think it was a positional play. But maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. I wonder. Lloyd says, heading to a place of eternal wiener jokes, top risk strategy, and kitties in abundance. Count me in. Congratulations, Lloyd. Thank you for paying your membership into the kingdom of heaven. I'm happy to see you. How do I attack Red? Here. I'm loyal, Black. Fuck Red. Fuck Red and his bum. Do you like my take on Pascal's wager? I think this is a clever perspective. Similar to Pascal, will you sell your soul to me if I gave you $5? No, I'm the one. I'm the one who decides who gets into heaven. You're doing it wrong. You don't get to decide shit. $5 whole? I don't know, man. Hey, up to you. Eternal suffering in your future. Enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen. Did you play Redactyl here? I have in the past. Played. Smell you red. Rapio. Could have been you and me. Could have been you and me. All right. We enter the 1v1 with 51 minutes on the clock. I have 4 caps. My opponent is 2. We are about the same in troops, and I have 2 cards. So I have an advantage in this 1v1. Good game. I have no set, though. Hope he gets a bad roll in the 40. Title of the song? I'm gonna have the songs up. There's the song overlay. How about Pascal's wager? If you give Pete $5, I guarantee you spend the afterlife with me and my jokes. Do you still risk it? Cap's better. Never heard this before. The song is great. I've been on such a pogo kick. He's very talented, man. Redactyl died for territorial? Nah. I think one of the things I'm trying to do with the show is keep the variety segment moving. Do I take that cap? End the game, I shall. Take Asia. I'm just trying to play tight right now. Trying to end the game as quickly as I can. He's going to take a shitty cap roll here, and that'll probably end it quicker. Drip Priest says, I think people's literally going to lose like 10 minutes ago. Nah. That's one of the things about these settings, man. These settings are extremely, extremely stable right? People have to multiple people have to straight suicide into you. They take forever, but they're stable. My white mic is way off, really? What do you mean? Are you like the sound is fucked? Thoughts on what, Nuke? Everyone believes in crazy ideas that make no sense. It's just a reality of being human. Even someone like me who is atheistic, anti-mystical, anti-dogmatic, relatively apolitical, non-spiritual, doesn't believe in afterlife, and extremely doubtful about anything that doesn't seem to make sense. Yes, I've had stupid beliefs. What do I think about that? I think stupid is very subjective, right? I think you're projecting a bit. Now, I could hit that 105. I might as well. Yeah, red fist bumping from the grave. I'm just going to make Black's cards harder and harder and kill him slowly unless he yields. Good game, man. By stupid, I mean made up. Yeah, so this gets into a semantic place very quickly. It's like when you say anti-spiritual, I think of myself as very spiritual. I don't talk about my spirituality a ton, and but I also don't know that I agree that it's made up. It's like it's more like a humility to admit that there are things that are so much greater than our ability to understand. Let's see what this guy does. If you look at the historical context of human beings, right? There is a type of arrogance that we have today with the assumption that what we know, how we feel about what we know, is correct in some sort of timeless sense. Yeah, Taryn's saying basically the same thing I'm saying. Our ability to understand now, we see a pattern of continuous understanding. There is a continuum here. Okay. He's just pissing his troops away, though. Okay, I don't really think I need to worry about this guy a ton. Yeah, I can't really do the philosophy in the 1v1, unfortunately. I gotta worry about beating this guy now. Alright, he sets on 4. Gonna smack my 20s. Hey, Piano Man DM, what's up? What stopped me from ending the game? Right now, I'm close to just cap running with the set. Next set, I should have him if he maintains the same amount of troops on cap. So I need what? 230 here and 100 there. Yeah, so he puts troops on his cap. It's not over yet, man. It's not over yet. It's close to over, but it's not over. Is there a magic number that makes you feel confident attacking a cap? 200. It's at larger numbers, it's more like 1.7x to 2x. Yeah, Salsa knows. So it's like 1.7x to 2x, but 2x will give you just about any cap, except at really, really low numbers. And that's like a like inside baseball sort of idiosyncrasy about the way the dice work. My opponent has no cap cards, right? So this game is lost for them. I would have to horribly fuck up. Okay, setting on 3 is good too. This will hasten the card block. So I'm happy to share with you guys my vision of the future. And I have in the past, but I'll do it again for those of you new to the show. I think what happens is we invent a game that becomes so compelling, right? A tactile visual interface that you are essentially God in your own world, right? Like better than the Matrix. You get to construct and control your own reality. And in so doing, hit it? Hit it. Okay. Not a bad choice. Cap cards. Once this game is invented, there will be a massive shift in the world between the adherents to this game, the people who accept and want to experience it with all of their ability, all of their zeal, and those of us who want, the traditional life. Okay, so he's getting 19 a turn, so he still has cards. I have a set on 3 though. Right, so there will be a massive shift between the people who choose to digitize their consciousness, at first semi-permanently and then permanently. People will give up their corporeal form, and it will be argued as being more environmentally friendly, right? You can live forever in this game. You could live forever in this game. Why would you want your body? It's just meat. I like my meat too. I'm just saying. Right? I'm certainly not talking about an ought position. I'm talking about in is position. All right, he doesn't know I have a set. Okay, so he gets 22 a turn. Let's make these 35s. All right, close game, but we got him card blocked now, I'm pretty sure. Good game, man. Well played. And that's the block. No more cards for you. As much as I love technology, I'd rather live and die normally. Well, you see, you don't actually get the luxury of that. My opponent would like a third card. I don't think he's going to get one. Give it. All right, he gets it. Is that game? Yeah, we'll see. Set on 3 will do it. If he has a set, there's a chance. Let's see. So I don't think so. I don't think so. Not with all these troops on cap. I have 4 of the 6 caps. I got troops on all of them. Can you give me a quick summary of how cap cards work? I haven't played cap mode yet. Sure. So you notice how I Lloyd, did you see how I card blocked black? Did you get that? So what you need to do is you need to pay attention to what attaches to your capital. And good game. I picked China because it has 6 cards attached to it. So China's a good capital because it's hard to card block me, because your capital is where you're going to hold most of your troops. And you're going to want to make sure that you can knock it card block. So which caps you hold and how much you have on them is the key thing. Defeating. Okay. Black was a beginner. White was an intermediate. Red was an intermediate. All right. Well, there we are. GG's to Magenta. I'm sorry you joined the lobby, man. But thank you for botting it. I appreciate it. I definitely don't want to cheat at Risk. It would not be my choice. You only get cards by using troops from a cap to take a territory. No. A card block is when your opponent puts troops in such a way that you can't take a card. So your capital, because your capital is where you're going to hold most of your troops, you want there to be available territories attached to your capital so that you can get cheap cards in the late game and avoid a card block, right? So the concept of capital cards has everything to do with making it easier for you to block your opponent while keeping yourself able to take cap cards. So it's hard for you to get blocked. And that's why if you go through this 1v1 and you review what I did, you'll kind of be able to get a sense of, you'll be able to get a sense of what I was doing to kind of like, he already went into the 1v1 with no cap cards. So that was, and I had a card advantage and a slight troop advantage. So my opponent was in a losing position the entire time. And all I did was I played tight. I didn't allow him to get any advantage. And then as soon as I had the ability to end the game, I did. And that's how it goes. Folks, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.